Hi, three-wheelers around the world. We are joined today in the studio by the Crowe boys, and wow, what a 2022 they had. And I can't wait to hear more about what's coming in 2023. So let's roll the intro. So here we are. The Crowe boys are in the studio. Welcome, boys, back to this three-wheeling TT studio. How are we doing, Ryan?
Yeah, not too bad. Had a good Christmas.
Excellent. Callum, welcome.
Yeah, well, yeah, we had a good Christmas. Drank a lot of alcohol and back to the fitness now. Getting ready for 2023 TT. Enjoyed the sign off.
Exciting. Now, let's not get to this year just yet. Let's go back to last year. Wow, it was quite a TT for you. So I want to go back to the preparation to that, etc. But come on, what you achieved, what you boys delivered in your outfit was just insane, Ryan, wasn't it?
It was insane, to be fair. We both, like I was saying to you earlier, we don't say what we're going to do, but we both had an idea what we were going to do. Callum was the one that was optimistic. I said the speed and he said it to me. That's the only people who spoke to between ourselves, but no one else. And I always said to him, like when he said his speed, I went, what are you expecting? But, you know, it is what it is. It does shock you, but it is true. The harder you try, the slower you'll go. It's just go in relaxed, and that's all we did, I suppose. Just got the issues with the bike sorted and just rode the bike then.
Love it. And Callum, then, in the preparation for the TT, if you had that mindset and you were thinking that way, how soon before the TT were you confident enough to think that you could deliver those times?
I say confident. I just know what he's capable of, and I know how he drives a car around here. And I think, you drive a car around here this fast, you can on an open road. What else can he do? So I knew in my head what he can do. It's just a question, my ability. Can I do it as well to be able to hang on to that speed as well? I mean, we've still not had much time around there, as we all know, but. It wasn't too much confident. It was very nervous still. Yeah.
And Ryan, going into the event, and we were just talking earlier about how you felt first going into your first lap after obviously not being out on the course for so long.
Yeah, it's 2019 was like the first lap I ever did. It's like the shakedown lap, and I say this because we genuinely haven't done. I think it's 10 or 11 laps and that's it. So the first lap is your sighting lap and you follow in a travel marshal, and it's horrendous. You feel every single bump, crest, everything, vibration, it hurts. You can hardly see where you're going because your head's vibrating and moving, it's just all blurry. And I remember coming into my dad saying, I didn't really like that. I don't know if I'm going to like this. And said it to Tim Reeves as well, and every one of them said to me, don't take no notice of that. So we went out for practice first night and it was mega, like it just straight away on the pace, good. And then we had 2020 off and 2021 off because of COVID, and then we built a new bike for 2022. When we left, I felt dead confident getting on the bike. I rode it around circuits, not that much, but I felt like this is different to my original bike I'd ever had. My other bike was, because it was the first bike, it felt right, but then when I got another bike that was even better, it was like, wow, it was like driving a proper car than driving an old thing that you'd first pass your test in or something. But yeah, we head out, got to like Glen Helen area, and I thought, just not feeling this. It's not, just keep it steady, try and warm yourself up, maybe sharpen yourself up a bit on your first lap. But yeah, even he said when we got to Kirkmichael, why are you going so slow for? And I was like, I don't know. Don't know, but yeah, the next lap was different then. Like I said, the first lap and the second lap of 2019 was like that. But it was just another shakedown lap for me because it was a brand new bike. We didn't know what it was going to do. Was it going to make it round a lap? Nobody knew. But it did stop in Kirkmichael, but it was only a minor incident sort of thing with the fuel.
And you didn't do too bad, to be fair.
No, we were on
in the end.
We were actually on quite good pace too, Kurt Michael. I didn't even know that though. It just felt really slow, and it felt like we were just being really steady, and it felt like that all the way through practice week, to be honest with you. We didn't push it. We just kept riding it. It just kept coming. The times kept coming.
And Callum, was there any, getting back out there last year, was there any particular track that you really felt the most challenging?
Oh, good deal. I think the biggest thing that shocked me was maybe Solby Straight. I remember in race 1 I was going down Solby Straight and I was getting tucked down. I hit my head that hard. I felt it shock my whole body. I thought, bloody hell. But other than that, I felt like the rest of the circuit was good. I love the TT. I think it's all great, but yeah, I think it was really good considering we've been away from it for nearly 3 years.
Surfaces were a lot different though, weren't they? There was a lot more bumps in places that weren't there.
There was a lot of comments about that Solby section of the track, it being bumpy. And in the sidecar.
Every year the TT goes on, it's like the government will put money towards it, and then the roads will be surfaced or fixed up. But then that's every single year. They'll do a maintenance check and they'll do the services and they'll do all the works. But then when COVID came, traffic did die off a bit, but all the wagons and fuel tankers and tippers and all, they didn't stop. So they were using the roads for 2019, 20 and 21. And then the government have gone out and tried to catch up with 3 years worth of traffic, like causing damage on the roads basically. And it's just, it was a bit, yeah, you would tell you if it was the next year it would have been a good surface, but it was very bumpy this year. It was very bumpy. Not this year, last year.
Makes it more fun.
But yeah, it was a bit more, in places it was good, it was better, but then in some places like Solby Straight, it's the roots in the trees are lifting the road up and it's causing that, like Callum says, how rough it is down there, but that's just the trees. It's nothing to do with traffic really, that one.
Yeah. And out of the achievements that you accomplished last year then, what really stands out for you that is a particular one that means the most for you? Callum, I'll start with.
Yeah, it's got to be 118.5 mile an hour. That's what it all does for me. Wasn't bothered about the position for some reason. It was 118.5. That's what, that's the only thing I wanted to.
Mine, Hayley, you don't mind me saying, was putting the Triumph to bed and saying that it wasn't the only reason why we could drive a sidecar so fast.
Okay.
So that was just one
good
thing about 2022 for us. It was.
But there was
very
one.
Good.
There was one man that came up and shook hands and said,
"Yeah, that was fair play. That was fair play." But
well, boys, it was exciting watching you deliver, and I can't wait to see what is to come for you as well. So we've got a little video to show you here.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to that, and then we'll come back and talk about 2023. So roll the Crowe video.
The first qualifying session, how did things develop for you guys?
we had a slight issue with fuel pressure system, which causes a retirement of Kurt Michael, but these are just teething problems that come with the TT, and hopefully we've got around it. The mechanics have been working flat out, so hopefully we'll fix it. We'll soon find out in about an hour's time. Overall, I've only done 4 laps around here in a sidecar, so hopefully get some more tonight.
All right. Oh yeah, put it in. Remember this. How are things so far?
We're still having fuel pressure problems with the new Honda. The fuel pressure keeps creeping up. We can't fix that problem tonight, so we decided to drag the old Triumph out, just take a lap on this and see what compares.
Oh, all right. You guys are doing good here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the double the pleasure we got here.
Yeah.
We're going to see you guys up on the podium.
Hopefully.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's only my second race start. More nervous than I ever have been, you know. But a good man once told me if you're not nervous, you shouldn't be stood up there.
Yeah, they're absolutely flying. 115.5 mile an hour lap on their 4th ever lap. It's absolutely amazing. We're all proud of them, you know. And we're good mates, and we just want to see them on the podium.
It's going to be a punishment on the body, as it always is, but I think your body adapts to it throughout the week, and the more laps you do, your body gets conditioned.
just is unbelievable. I don't know, I never thought when I was going to start my sidecar career that I'd be ending up here in such a short amount of time, but you know, we work very hard, we have a good team behind us. You know, the boys are so meticulous with the bike, and you know, the package we've got here is Ben and Tom Birchall.
I can't thank them enough. They built this machine. We got it back 2 months ago. A massive thank you to Haven Homes and all our supporters around the island. What an incredible ride by Ryan. I just can't believe what lap time we've just done.
Now here we have our amazing Crowe brothers. These guys are big news.
We're all ready, team's ready, bike's ready. You know, we've got a good engine in this week, today, so we'll see how that performs. Leave it with us, so let's see what we can do.
The Crowe brothers, Ryan and Callum Crowe in 3rd position.
How cool is that?
Pretty cool.
Not bad, is it?
Yeah.
Right, so we've had a recap of 2022. Let's talk this year then.
2023.
Can you let us into any info, any goss for 2023?
Should we just tell?
No, they can wait. No. Well, if you want to know what a 2023 is going like now, we haven't actually got a bike at the minute. It's away. It's away at the doctor's. There's a few modifications that we're making to the bike.
Yeah.
It's just mainly to just carry more speed. It's carry more speed and not so much weight off the bike. It's just to make it propel a bit better, just to carry itself a bit better. It's the roads are bumpy, you see, and it lifts the sidecar wheel up and down off the road, so it stops it from driving. So that's our main focus, is just take away the whole rear end of that sidecar we ride now and do our own rear end. That's what's going on. So
Okay, mega.
You just told them.
no, I haven't told them.
I'm sure that's not all of it.
But
That's
it's not
what you
all of
want to
it,
share.
no,
And what about preparation? So how do you stay bike fit, if you will, or race fit really? In this time of year, you get some downtime, but how do you maintain where you need to be?
Oh, well, I do a lot more than him anyway.
I just work, and then probably 2-3 months before TT I'll start hitting the mountain bike and stuff then. But
I'm not.
I've never really been a fitness fanatic that'd go out running and gym and stuff like that. I'd just work really, or
Okay.
do anything like that, and then go and join them on the mountain bikes and the enduro bikes, trials bikes.
And
whatever
up
it
at the
takes.
flat track. You get up the flat track on the
Yeah,
island,
we
so
could
don't
go on
you?
the flat track as well, I suppose. But we used to do that. It was good, the flat tracking, to be fair. I do enjoy the flat tracking.
Yeah.
I used to have a big bike for the flat track. But
You had a big crash.
Nice. Thanks for reminding me.
yeah,
Witnessed it.
I didn't see that
lovely.
one. But no, it's good up the flat track. It's good for your throttle control.
Mm-hmm.
It is really good for that. It's good to find it's dropping the throttle off to bring it back on to get the grip to get you to go forward. It's similar to a sidecar, you slide, so you need that throttle control to try and get it to grip and go forward again. So you roll it off and give it back on again. You know, it's not all about just holding it like that and going as fast as you can.
Flat
So
out.
sometimes rolling off makes you go faster.
Great. So you've touched a little bit on the bike, but what about racing this year? So what particular events are you aiming for? Obviously the TT.
Yeah, TT.
Anything?
Definitely 700. We've got unfinished business at the 700. It's a shame that it's people laugh, but our Triumph got wrote off that day, and it's not with us at the moment, and so it gets a bit touchy there. at the moment.
Hopefully you'll
When my
get
dad still asks where's his bike, and we have no answer for it, but we're still cleaning our new one. I'm like, oh, we don't know, Dad, where's your bike is, but it's somewhere in the back of a van. That's all I can say, but it needs to be dragged out and shown a bit of love soon. So.
Any other events booked in? Because I know, Callum, you jumped on with Harry Payne, didn't you, last year at the end of the World
I wanted
Championship?
to I did that just for mainly purpose. I wanted to see what it was like what the World Championship scene was like, and if it's worth chasing a Grand Prix bike, or to even see if I can do a Grand Prix race.
chucked him right in the deep end.
It took me right in the deep end.
Straight on at Haley, no messing. 21 laps, Grand Prix.
How did you find it?
Not even broke a
It
sweat.
was good, yeah. It was alright. It was. Listen, when you come from the TT, and I tell everyone this, when I come from TT, you're hanging on just lunatic 118 mile an hour to go around a short circuit for 21 laps. It gets boring. You know, it wasn't. Not as boring. It just wasn't the same kick.
The bike
Challenge.
wasn't right either at the Grand Prix they did, to be fair, so it could have been more exciting, but I went with them to give them a hand, and it's just to get the boys to it was mainly just to get Harry to finish the World Championship. That was the main aim, just to get him a place in the World Championship instead of dropping places. Let's just hold that position.
Yeah.
So we worked as teams to do it, and I think he needed it. So
I think that's what the Sidecar family is, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
just one big family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not Formula One, is it? I don't need to. No contract signed or anything.
So do you set your sights on at that level? It was the TT predominantly, TT, and then that you aspire to that, or
yeah, I've me personally, Worlds it doesn't interest me. It's too much travel and too much money, too much.
Yeah.
British Championship, BSB, yes, I'll do it on a long bike. That's the plan. Eventually, is to get a long bike and do that. But Worlds, I don't think I wouldn't even contest it.
I don't think it's possible to put all your focus into a World Championship year and also try and take on TT.
No.
I just don't think it's
The budget's gone just on your travelling.
yeah.
You know, it's
not even
your
that.
time.
The time you got to put into it.
But there's nothing like the TT, is there?
No.
There's nothing better than the TT.
No.
Yes.
Somebody said to me, you know, you can do as many short circuits, it all be paid for, but you're not doing the TT, or you can just do the TT once a year. I'd definitely just go, right, I'll jump in my Sidecar once a year then. If that's what it takes, then that's what I'll do.
700 though. I love the 700. I wasn't too keen on it going 2022,
No, I was the
but
same.
after 2022, funny enough, I bloody love it.
It was a great event, wasn't it?
I've only ever had 2 races that I remember the whole thing of, and it's one of them's at Mallory Park at a club race with John Lowther, just because I'd never been there, and he's a good mate, and we went out and it was just mint. Like, I'm not going to say, well, he beat me in the first race, I beat him in the second race, but it was just like, you couldn't ask for a closer race. It was literally, he was touching my bumper the whole way around, from start to finish the whole way around, and then 700 with Pete and Tim. I think that just tops it because it's just the way it was. It was like, wow.
Pete's great.
Pete Founds is amazing at where he can find somewhere to get past you. You're like, I was coming up out of the bomb hole, coming into cross 4 ways, and I just seen the shadow coming into to me vision of my eye there, and I was like, no, it's not Pete. And it was just Pete just went boom, just come barrel rolling through me that way. It didn't hit me, just like wow. And then I was there, Tim was there, and Pete just went straight through, diagonally through the front of me and past him as well. It was like, that was quick. That was like,
oh, and you get off the bike, he's like size Joe Bob. Hair on him.
he's the happiest man in the paddock. There's nothing that upsets Pete in the paddock. It's just, yeah, the ace of everybody was like Pete. Yeah.
You might want that on a t-shirt.
I'm going to get him one.
Great, gents. Well, listen, it's been really great speaking to you. Thanks for coming in and giving us some of your time. It's great to hear how you feel you got on in 2022, and I can't wait to see what you deliver in 23. Bring on the TT and the Southern 100. I can't wait to see you back out there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Hayley.
Three-wheeling, by the sport, for the sport.